Hello and welcome to the second episode of Ironsworn, Tales of Baya. Character creation was done in the first part, so if you haven't, an intro to the character was performed in the last part, so if you haven't seen that, just chuck on back and have a look. A TLDR of the last session, however, is Baya was trying to recruit a group of fishermen for the other group that he was traveling with. The Toan. Sadly, as he... Ooh, why? Oh, I didn't save it. That's rad. But the big TLDR is... It didn't work. Issues were had, fought some councilmen, fought some tough boys, but then the village was under attack by an almost mythical raiding crew called the Ironsworn. And Baya, being Baya, attempted to talk with the leader of the Ironsworn. And then that failed, so he had to fight. And so that combat took up most of the last episode. Decided to try it in epic combat, which I don't think I'll be doing very often due to how it happened. But luckily I was able to roll well enough on the pay-to-price table to not have harm inflicted upon me. However, due to the prompts that were availed to me, the village is dead. The Toan are dead. Baya is alone. So I managed to win. We briefly saw the power of Baya's animal kinship as he tried to get animals to help him in the fight, seafaring creatures. But yeah, the main thing we saw is the leader of Ironsworn, unnamed as of now, was undead himself, and his army was undead. Once he fell, most of his army did as well. There was some flickers of those recently brought up sort of remaining, but they were slain. So, however, also, at the very end of the fight, the leader of the Ironsworn revealed that he was part of the reason that Baya's people were in the Ironlands, that he was a guardian, that he was watching, that he was making life more difficult. And now Baya has their attention, so Baya's scared. So, yeah. So, we ended the last episode with Baya collecting himself food in order to he thought that his quest was doomed, that he was hacked, that the iron that he sworn upon was worth nothing. Because it was to secure food for the Toan. Well, he faced it when he oathed it for the people I would lead into the Ironland. The people here I would lead out of the Ironlands. So, because there were no other survivors, Toan was the last one. He got himself food. He completed his quest. And we used that experience that we earned from that quest, because I increased the difficulty a little bit because of all the spice that sort of happened. We got the Sundra. We got a rune. We've got one rune thus far to inflict an extra d6 harm one time only. So if we come across another epic foe or something big, we can whap it pretty good. And also it had the animal kin upgrade, so I can add or upgrade an animal or beast companion asset for one fewer experience. So when I next get experience, it'll be one experience, and I can just max out my max out my out. Apologies, had to mute my mic briefly. So yeah, so we begin this session. We see Baya at his campsite, and now we will bring up the quick moves reference on an alternate thing that you can't see as I try to find it. Where would I have put it? That is the question now that I have to. Ironsworn move reference. So, healing. Alright, what's lower? Which are iron? Both are lower. Alright, so on a strong hit. Alright. Now, I think I'll just do it once. See if I can give myself some dressed wounds. So when I treat an injury on an element or ailment, I roll plus wits or iron, whichever is higher. So I'm gonna roll. I mean, they're both the same number, as we can see, 2. And I pointed with my hands like a numpty. Alright, so I got a weak hit. I will suffer. Ooh. Let's suffer a minus supply. On a weak hit, I suffer a minus to reply or a minus to momentum. So I've chosen supply. Easy peasy. Now, I think what I will then do is because my camp actually rolls plus supply, I'm gonna minus a momentum, and now let's make camp. So now if I get a 3, if I get a 3 or less upon my action die, then it counts for nothing. Apologies, I am getting messages upon my phone. Alright, so now I'm rolling plus supply, so I'm resting. I've healed my wounds a little bit, just in case something happens. Alright, so I got a 4, that's not a 3 or less, so that's fine. Oh, but I got a miss. I take no comfort. The rest is worthless. As we can see, my spirit is quite low, so perhaps that's why. Perhaps I am just too stressed. Let's see what the price I pay is. We going up to our pay to price table. So I think if I was GMing the scenario, it would be a random encounter or some such. Oh, it's stressful. Oh, which means I have to take stress with 0 stress. Yeah, I think I'm having nightmares. I think we see a scene where we see Baya consumed by the dragon Sworn's influence, and he is serving them as the leader of the Toan was. And we see him just driving his people further, well, the innocents in the Ironlands into death. Ooh, perhaps I should not be recording this late, but whatever. So yeah. So I roll plus heart. Oops. I keep doing 2d6. I'm used to Apocalypse World engines. So 2d10. A weak hit. I press on. So I rest. I wake up, and I think we see the waves crashing upon the shore as Baya wakes up, and he's just not feeling good. He's not feeling well. I'm going to I think my next quest is to find what the inciting incident is done. I think my next quest is to find elves. I think I'm going on a journey. I'm finding elves within the forest because currently we are within the ragged coast, so I want to go into the deep wilds and look for these first people that I have heard legends of. So that is Baya's quest. So as he gets up, I don't even think. Maybe there was. I mean, he's got some supplies and potentially upon the battlefield where everything occurred. Perhaps he'll stay. Yeah, he would have been staying in somebody's house from the fishing village, now empty and spooky. Just absolutely terrifying. Poor dear. Alright, now let us swear a new iron vow. So what do we roll for this? So roll plus heart. So find elves. And I honestly feel that this is not going to be difficult. I gotta get there and I gotta look for them. That's two things. It's not hard. So we roll plus heart. So we have I realized with the add as well, because it does say below it, a +1 is a minor advantage and +2 is a major. So I think I do get external +1s and +2s. At the very least, that is how I'm going to treat it. And I will have minuses as well, depending upon what occurs to me. So if suddenly I've got no, I might give myself a -1 or a -2 to roll. I'm very yawny. I might just finish. I might just do this one quest. Alright. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow. Give the quest a rank. Done. Find elves. Done. Ooh, that's cancelled. So it is a 3. But I am reset. That's right, I am shaken and corrupted as well. How do I get rid of those, I wonder? I forgot about that. Oh, I got a weak hit. You will determine but begin your quest with more questions than answers, +1 momentum. Alright, now let's have a look at shaken and corrupted. It's temporary sojourn move. What is the sojourn move? How do I do that? When you spend time in a community. So I think I need to recover somewhere first. I think I need. Alright, so shaken's easy. I just need to find but becoming is a permanent life-altering event. Oop. Well, that ain't good. Alright, well, I'm just... And which makes sense. Like, he laid his hands upon me and corrupted me. I am marked forever by this garbage, baby. I hate it. Okay. 38. maybe marked where 0 your experience have left you or the threshold of losing yourself to darkness. Being made use your favor. When you are corrupted, envision how this impacts your personality, motivation. You might struggle with a new compulsion, quirk, or fear. Might even bear a physical, supernatural sign of the corruption. If so, what is it? So I think I have a mark upon my chest, and I think maybe I've got a voice in the back of my head that'll happen. I like being corrupted. It's a very interesting thing. So week hit to, yeah, so I've got me +1 momentum for my thing, and that's fine. Now let's embark upon a journey. Undertake a journey. When you travel across hazardous or unfamiliar land, set the rank of the journey. I think I think it's formidable, perhaps. Yeah, if it's a formidable one. Oh, yeah, let's make it finding the elves, make it thing, because it's a troublesome thing, but one of the big things is this journey. So yeah. Alright, so d6. So now I'm rolling plus wits. Gosh, imagine if I went edge. Edge or shadow. What would I be using those for? Who knows? Alright. I don't have any advantage, so I've got a 7, 2d10. I get myself a 2 and a 6, so a strong hit. I reach a waypoint. Make a good use of your resources. Mark progress. Done. I get a progress. Oh, I choose 1. No, I'm just gonna take a good. So I think I arrive at a community. I think that's the first waypoint. I think it's on the edge. Or maybe it's midway through the coastlands. Perhaps it's another fishing village. Perhaps not. Nah, because I'm going inland, so I think it's more a camping company or some such. A traveling. Oh, would there be musicians in the Ironlands? I don't see why not. People need music. I'm traveling with some musicians. Oh, this is incredible. Alright, so I'm going to compel. No, I'm not going to compel. I think I just sojourn just immediately within this community. I think I'm just there being like, hey guys, I'm nice. What shall we call this community? Sites, themes and domains. Oh, ooh, that's good. Oh, look at this. This is incredible. Event. Nice. That's real good. That's great. Now I don't have to find it in the book. It's just pay the price. Is there a price thing here? Bazam. Now I can just have it directly here and I don't have to find it anywhere else. Oh, incredible. Amazing. Roll 20. You are great. So I've got So I think we haven't had too much of a description of Sapuya. I think Sapuya spends most of their time sort of flying above, and I think we sort of see a scene of them up above, and we see Baya with this traveling band, and they shall have a name. Theme. Oop, not these. Namesake. Let's just D100 this from this D62, and we'll use Isa. Alright, I'm gonna change it slightly, and I'm gonna put the Isa band. So these people definitely aren't fighters. These people aren't anything. Is there something I can... Like, I could bond, but no matter. So the Isa band. I've only got a tick. I've got a tick in bond. I've got nothing in this. I think I'm going to put just a tick, just from the entirety of last session, just from killing the dragon, Ironsworn. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. We don't need that. That'll spook me. So now the Isa D6 plus 3 for my sojourn. So I got a 7. I'm a big fan of 7s, apparently. A weak hit. Oof. On a strong hit. Okay, so on a hit, you and your allies may each focus on one of your chosen recover actions and roll plus heart again. On a strong hit, take plus 2 more. I think I got a hearten. Alright. May focus on one of you. Roll plus heart again. Alright. Alright, so oops. Well, whatever. Oops, plus 3, so it's 4. But it's a miss. I lose all benefits. Oh, jeez. So I think now I wish to stay longer, but now they're not willing to sort of just let me go along with them to just for the sake of it. So I'm gonna try and be charming. I shall be a performer. So this is a compel upon them. It's a 5. This is gonna be a miss. Yep, that's a miss. Alright. Okay, so now I will pay the price. So let's see what the price is that they seek from me. And now I've got this. Alright. 16. Oh, they wanna take Sapuya and use them in the show while I'm here. Okay. Sapuya's trained, Sapuya's good, Sapuya's spooky. I think I allowed him to use Sapuya briefly. So that's a 16, so you were separating from something or someone. Yeah. It's just while I'm here. If anything happens. Alright. Let's try to... Let's try once more the sojourn. Okay, so I got a 5, so 10 and a 6. I miss. What is a miss? and I find no help here and pay the price. This game is rough to me. A 72. It is stressful. Oh, this game just wants me to endure stress. Alright, Alright. This is rad. This should be fine. I've got a strong hit on enduring stress. Shake it off if your spirit is greater than 0. It is not. My spirit is 0. So I think I just shake it off. I'm not going to embrace the darkness. So I just shake it off. Maybe. So I hear a voice talking to me that they can help, that they can... These people, these ones, these musicians are fools. They know not the ways of war. Sure, they have their gods, but they cannot fight if need be. Leave them. And I listen to the darkness a little bit. I think that this is because it's good, because embracing the darkness definitely doesn't mean, going evil, but in this stage it's sort of like that rolling sort of with the stress. And now I've got to try and get I got to leave this place. So I think I approach the leaders of the bands, and I think we hear the show occurring. And so we see the owl able to leap down and take the ribbon from my hand and twirl it quite amazingly upon the field. Just using Sapuya for show rather than for what she should be doing. She's a hunter, she's helpful, she's beautiful. Oh, Sapuya. So, alright, I need to charm them, I need to persuade, I need to heart, I need to be like, hey, give me back my bird, please. I'm leaving. So this should go great, but if I get 2 10s, it's a weak hit. They want something from me. I think it'll be supply, but we'll see what the Oracle gives me. Oh, and endure stress, endure harm is there as well. I'll be sure to utilize that as well. 48, so that you folks can see a new danger of foe is revealed. Do I have to go on? Maybe they have a job for me. Maybe they want me to go and... Yeah, they need me to provide aid. And I think that they just need... I don't think it's anything big. Maybe it is bandits. That's the only thing I can think of thus far. Was it Isen or Isa? The Isa. Is what I was calling them. So it's a troublesome vow. We'll give you back your owl if you can help us with our problem. I heard there is a pack of wild animals that are causing difficulty to our track. Our horses are scared. Deal with them and we'll let you go. Yep. Alright. So I walk forward. So I nod and grab the front of my axe. Maybe there is a little bit of cutting, but not really. Probably the top more so than the front. And I swear an iron veil. Is that within this? No. Okay. Oh, it might be, but... Oh, there's a progress thing. Oh, look at that for my journey. Okay. I can do that in future, but for now this is fine. It's amazing the things that are in character sheets. So, and I shall use it like the Sojourn one. They're directly telling me to, so I roll plus heart. And I'll take the 1 because it's them directly. Oof. What do I have to do to... You face a significant obstacle before you can begin your quest. Because I'm going to miss. Vision what stands in your way and choose 1. What is going to stand in Baya's way? In our way? What is there? Is there Delvoicals? Oh, maybe. So it's something that's separating me from going and talking to the thing. I think my owl is unwilling to play nice, and so is causing difficulty. Like, I want to be polite to these people. I don't want to hurt them. Like, they're not fighters, but they're going to be on a -2 momentum. So I need to calm my bird down, and I think that's a significant obstacle. Yeah, I think Baya is. I think they set up sort of rings of posts for people to watch stuff up. It's all external. They're not tent users. They do a lot of color show things like moving ribbons and that sort of stuff. And so I need to get Sapuya to follow along, to play nice for briefly, because otherwise Sapuya's gonna heckin', bite off a finger or tear an eye or something. So let's I'm pacifying, calming. Alright, so I take +1 and I think I walk towards my owl. And I think it's up, like it realized it's all like, hey, we're not giving you back your owl. And so I'm walking up, sort of hands up, sort of looking up at it, like, Sapuya, calm down. I'll be back shortly. Just need to help these people, and then we'll be on our way. And then we roll. Now watch me get 2 10s. No, strong hit. So that was a compel, strong hit. Yep. +1 momentum, and then I get +2 momentum from this. Thank you, Sapuya. I'm going to give you so many treats when I get back. So, now we... this Iya band. I thought they were going to be friends, but they seem a bit... I don't fit in. I think I'm just too stressed. I'm not a fighter. Alright. So now let's rush to the head of the band. And now I am going to... Does that count as a milestone? I mean, it was a significant role. It was a role. Perhaps I'll call that a milestone. Troublesome 3. Yeah, stopping my owl from biting off fingers is a pretty milestone thing for them. So I step out and rush to the front, and we see... I think we see large wolf type things. I think these are different to our wolves that we know of. I think they're larger, almost horse size, almost maybe 40 centimeters less taller, something like that. I was trying to think. Yeah, and I think they've got grey, sort of very straight, almost. Yeah, it hangs straight down for sort of long hair upon them. I think their snouts would be longer, almost crocodile, but not quite. Just sort of hinting at that shape. And definitely we see that their teeth are almost the type to peek out on a lot of the mouths. I think that they've got a tooth. I think the teeth of these things keep growing because of how rough the rock and stuff is here, and they'd be pounce hunters. They would likely lose teeth quite frequently due to pouncing, missing, being thrown. So their teeth keep growing, and they probably grind them upon the stone. What shall we call these things? Maybe just shadow wolves. Is there a threats thing? No. Alright, let's chuck it into world facts. Alright. Creatures. Shadow wolves. If anybody has a better name for them, just chuck it in the comments and I'll gladly use it. But that's our placeholder, shadow wolves. Even though they're not shadowy, but all I can think is like hairy wolves or grey wolves, and I don't want stuff like that. So they're there, and I approach, and I think we see that they're sort of eyeing the people in the carriages. They seem to be in the mindset of, yeah, they're being kept back by torches as the resting is occurring, as the show's occurring, and maybe they're on that edge of like, ooh, we could break through here, but not quite. Like, nothing's particularly bad, but because I'm just being sent because it's a bit of an issue. So I think this one, I think thematically, I just rush out. I know how to deal with shadow wolves, and they respond well to displays of ferocity. They are ferocious creatures themselves. So I think I just straight up just walk out and just whap. And this is not compelling with charm, pacify, part, or convince. This is threaten or incite. So I'm rolling plus iron. And I get a +1 because pacify, calm, control, aid or fend off an animal. Alright, so I'm rushing out. I just wallop And I think it is the head Shadow Wolf. I think it is the leader thus far of them. And that's a strong hit. Heck yeah. So that's a milestone for sure. But why are they here? That's a big part of this quest. So I need to. So I think that we see tumbling, and I think it maybe, and I get +2 momentum, 1 for my ability, and 1 for my thing. Oh, I'm gonna bond with these things. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bond with a Shadow Wolf. Because there's the assets. Is there a wolf in there? Cave lion is there? A young wyvern. Yeah, I think I will do. Yeah, I'll use the cave lion thing if I manage to set a bond with these things. So forge a bond. Significant time. Make sacrifices for their cause. Sacrifices for their cause. I definitely want these on my side. I don't think I'll forge a bond yet. I think what I'm going to do is utilize these. What if I do the same thing I was going to do with the Tuan and utilize these as like a walking guard for the Isa community? Yeah. So I think. So we see the wrestling occurring. We see me eventually pin this one and sort of holding it down. And then I laugh, and then we see it. We see like play bites and at like some rough housing occurring. It's the sort of thing that starts off looking pretty bad for me, but yeah, it's all humor. It's all fun. I think we're friends for sure. And I think they take me, and I think, I want to. Is there a thing to feed? There wouldn't be. Oh. Companion, swear an iron vow, pay the price, fulfill your vow, ask the oracle, forsake. Otherwise, I think I'll just heal a thing. Because I could resupply. I like the idea of, yeah, so they take me back, and we see that there is a bigger Shadow Wolf than the one that I fought, but I wonder if it's the stock standard that's the leg's a bit hurt, or like its jaw's broken. It's got a serious injury of some sort. Oh, maybe it's got a couple of arrows in its side. Yeah, it's been in a fight, and the wound's starting to get infected. Done. And so immediately I rush forward and I say, hey. It's alright. Don't worry. I'm aiding at animal kin, so I get my +1. So I'm healing it. So I'm like, hey, it's alright. Calm down. Oops. It's alright. It's a 4. Oh, 7. It's a 7. Okay, another strong hit. Heck yeah. Ooh. Alright. So the wounded condition is cleared. And I give it as much health as I can, so 2 health. And I think then I head back to the things, and like I think the wolves are there, and I start talking with the people, and I say, hey, I'm not going to do a compel roll for this because I've got a pretty good background. Hey, Listen, I have the ability to communicate with these ones. I have dealt with Shadowkin before. They're nice when they were just scared. Can I please continue the journey with you? I need to rest. I'm so tired. And mutters and things on the ground. I promise, while I'm in here, while I'm with your people, they will not harm. In fact, they will help protect. I'm a member of their pack. And then a nod. Thank you. So, let's see if I can finally heck and rest. Let's sojourn yet again. Oh, nice. A weak hit, but that's fine. Choose one. Oh. Ooh, did I get a strong hit before? No, I think I got a weak hit. That's fine. I'm not going to bother looking back. I'm just gonna consort, take 2 spirit. Do I want to focus more upon it? Risk it. Because I could go up to 2. No, I've got high heart. Let's do it. This is going to be big dumb. Bam. Done. Plus 2 more in that action. Oh, so time passes. I helped them. Sorry. I was going to mark that. And I was going to follow it. It's a weak hit. What is a weak hit on fulfilling my vow? Yeah, there is more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. Troublesome would be 0. I think that's fine. You may swear and I have how to set things right. Am I taking these people with me to the elves? Yeah, I think I realized the truth that music and things... I'm clearing this, but I will. I will swear another vow. Take the Issa to the elves, and I'll just over biff boof the other one. So I get a +1 because of this. And I'm going to bring it up to formidable, because now it's not just me travelling through these lands. Strong hit, done. 2 momentum. Oh, heck yeah. 6 momentum. Oops, my spirit's up to 4. Alright, now I just need to sojourn once more, and then we will continue on our journey. Alright, how can I think they'll let me do it once more. Just once more. I've got a pack of heckin' spicy wolves. I just need at least a weak hit. No, that's a strong hit. Alright, so I will hearten and recover. So no matter what, shaken is gone. Oh, I'm finally relaxed. I'm finally known, and I shall attempt to recuperate. And I shall attempt to make it better. Heck yeah, come on. Oh, weak hit. But that's +1. more. Yeah, that's fine. What you are for? I don't know what you're doing. 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm happy with that. And so I think that's this episode. It was only supposed to be a short one, but prompts keep going, things keep happening. So now I've got the Issa people, which I will find. I think they're curious about the people too. I think they either want to tell stories of them or whatever. But yeah. I mean, let's just say, for the sake of things, that I didn't swear that first one. Because otherwise I'm just getting +1 XP. I think this upgrading it is fine. We'll be a bit cheeky like that. It's a bit of a thing, but yeah. Because all I'm really doing is just lowering my XP by 1, but that's fine. And yeah, getting there now, yeah, is still a formidable thing, so now that makes sense. So I'll chuck a progress on that. But I will mark a milestone because that's the moving. I will mark a milestone. Yeah. All right. Have an absolutely lovely day, everybody. Bye bye bye.